Hello my Tides and Vixens, Aréannah here, and welcome back to Oblivion. So, last week we finished making our way out of the Dagon Shrine with the Mysterium Xarxes, and we got down to the Blue Road before it was time for us to close the video. So now we go from Shaden Hall all the way back to Bruma, in particular Cloud Ruler Temple. It's not good news when you consider the Amulet of Kings is actually now in the paws of the enemy and probably within one of the planes of Oblivion. But the good news is, we've got the Mysterium Xarxes. We might be able to figure out a way to get in there. So it's actually, I can't believe it, I'm putting this up on the, this is probably the last video I'm going to put up in the year 2016, because we're a few days shy, well at the moment we're a few days shy of New Year's, so I want to wish each and every one of you a happy new year and hope that 2017 manages to be everything that you want it to. Remember to set achievable goals, is one of my pet likes. I mean, at the moment, I honestly don't know what I want to do with 2017. It would be nice if I was able to go and spend a bit more time with F3. It'd also be nice to help her get her channel back up again. It might make things a bit more interesting for you guys. But I don't know, I'm just throwing ideas out there. It'd also be nice because I've got a corner that's pretty much devoted to old games consoles, and I know people like Pat the NES Punk and AVGN are already kind of monopolizing the old console market, or the retro gaming market, but I feel like they're missing an important part. Like they're only skimming over the surface of the games. I mean, Nerd only plays games that he likes when he's got Matt with him. Pat seems to, well, Pat Contry, I should say, tends to focus more on NES than anything. Whereas with AVGN you get a bit more variety, but it's always the same result. This game is ass! Oh, speaking of ass. Come here, you pain in the tail. Damn brigands. Oh, and another kitty. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Tired.
Oh, Chrysler. Didn't even get to... Oh, we got a wolf. Sorry, pup. You shouldn't attack. It's not nice when people do that. I don't like when people give me grief. Okay, so we're climbing up into the Xarxes to the northernmost point of Cyrodiil again. Oh, there's another one. Doesn't take long. Doesn't take long for the wolves to repopulate. And the brigands. Here, pup, 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 pup. Come and get it. Jump ahead an hour, and there we go. I hope we're getting there. Well, we actually are. I wonder where that road leads. Just up into pristine Egypt. Now look at things.
What is it?
I know, you started talking to me. I'm just cantering along, happy with myself. Minding my own business as I normally tend to. Well, hello, Cloud Ruler Temple. Come along, you. Joffrey?
Thank Talos you've returned safely. Do you have the amulet?
Unfortunately, no.
Please tell me you have some good news. Ah, good. You should take that to Martin right away. He'll be in the Great Hall reading. He's hardly taken time to sleep since you left.
Gotta give it to the good people of Elder Scrolls games. They're losing it from the top, so they grow it more to the side. Grow it more to the back and sides. Alright.
Welcome aboard, man. It'll be an honor to serve with you.
Let's report to the Honorable Sean Bean.
Yes?
I never had time to properly thank you for your help back in the Imperial City. I wouldn't have made it back here if it weren't for you. Now that we have a free moment, I thought you might be able to use some tricks I've picked up fighting with the blades over the years. Nobody who hasn't trained with the blades will know these moves, so you should find them useful. See, when they swing at you sidearm, you twist your wrists like this. Exactly. You're a natural at this. Let me show you another one. I haven't been to Cloud Ruler since I was a young trainee. It feels good to be back. The blades have always been here, and always will be. If you need armor, weapons, or just a place to sleep, the barracks in the West Wing is available to any of us. Farewell.
Your Regency.
Ah, you're back. I told Joffrey not to worry. I can see you've had bad news. You didn't recover the amulet, did you?
I'm afraid not, Your Regency.
By the Nine! Such a thing is dangerous even to handle. Forgive me. You were right to bring it, but you'd better give it to me. I know some ways to protect myself from its evil power.
Well, one does not simply get their paws on a book like this, Your Regency.
I don't know. Maybe. I suspect that the secret of how to open a portal to Cameron's paradise lies within these pages. But I will need time. Tampering with dark secrets, even just reading them, can be very dangerous. I'll have to proceed carefully. In the meantime, you should speak to Joffrey. He was concerned about reports of spies in Bruma.
Spies in Bruma, hey?
I put aside the dark arts when I became a priest, but the workings of fate may be seen in this too. The gods can turn anything to good, or so I piously told those who came to see me for advice. Perhaps I may yet come to believe it myself. This evil book was written by Mehrunes Dagon himself, and given by him to Manca Cameron. I believe Manca Cameron used it to create his paradise. It should give us the means to open a gate there ourselves. I will continue studying it. It is now clear to me that the only way to stop the Oblivion invasion is to relight the Dragonfires. Emperor, Amulet, and Dragonfire. With these divine gifts, the Daedra of Oblivion have been kept at bay for thousands of years. While the Dragonfires burned, the divine barriers kept the Daedra from making more than fleeting visits to our world. But the Dragonfires can only be relit by an heir of the Septim blood, wielding the Amulet of Kings. This was the essence of Manca Cameron's plot. He was undone only by the merest chance. But his complete victory remains perilously close. We must recover the Amulet of Kings and relight the Dragonfires before it is too late to stem Dagon's invasion.
I agree wholeheartedly. I will get straight onto it, Your Regency.
I hope to have at least part of the Mysterium Xarxes translated in a few days. Speak to Joffrey about the spies in the meantime.
Hail. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Alright, Grandmaster, where do we find you at this time of day?
I hope Martin knows what he's doing with that evil book. I fear for what it could do to him if he's not careful.
Well, one does not simply come back from the evil of Daedric magic. He knows his way around.
I'm glad to have Boris here. He guards Martin night and day. His way of atoning for the death of Emperor Uriel, I suppose. Ah, yes, I hope you can help. The gate guards have reported seeing strangers on the road for the past several nights. I cannot leave Cloud Ruler undefended while my men search the whole mountainside, but these spies must be eliminated. Thank you. Talk to Stefan. He can tell you where he has seen them. Captain Bird in Bruma may also be able to help. I've asked the Countess to have the guard keep an eye out for strangers. Track down the spies and kill them. Find out what they know and what they're planning, if possible.
It shall be done, Grandmaster.
I'm counting on you to eliminate those spies. We can't afford to let the Mythic Dawn operate out of Bruma with impunity.
Aye, Grandmaster.
I'll feel better when you've eliminated those spies. There's no telling what they may be planning.
Captain.
Good evening. What can I do for you, ma'am? We always see them near the runestone at dusk. They aren't too woodcrafty, but Grandmaster Joffrey has forbidden us to range too far from the walls. But it seems that you have been given the freedom to attack the enemy that we all crave. Good luck. We will keep the Emperor safe here. Don't worry. The Emperor's death was a harsh lesson for all of us. We failed in our duty to the Dragonborn. It must not happen again.
And here's praying to the Nine it never does.
Aye, she's a beauty, isn't she? It's hard not to admire the stonework. That's some real craftsmanship, that is. Keep your heart true, and your eyes open.
Most certainly.
Yes, yes.
Alright. We're making our way back down to Bruma. What a beautiful place.
Tidings, citizen.
I'm Captain Bird, commander of the Bruma Guard.
Well met, Captain.
Except for Gerald coming back from a trip down south, things are pretty quiet. Not much travel right now with the Oblivion crisis. I've told my men to keep a sharp eye out, but I've had no reports of any strangers in town. What about you? Turned up anything suspicious? All right, anything I can do for you, just let me know.
Aye, Captain.
Well met.
Seems strange hearing Nords.
Only the chosen will survive.
Oh!
I fought mud crabs more.
You made a chronic mistake by, well, you know, exposing yourself in public like that. Was kind of a wizard's wheeze, if I may say so. A little rusty today for some reason.
You cannot escape the Master's vigilance. Lord Dagon will welcome your soul in Oblivion. Only the chosen will survive the cleansing. Only the chosen will survive the cleansing.
And there goes the neighborhood.
The dawn is breaking!
And you won't get to enjoy it.
Glad you will not live to see the day Lord Dagon walks through. You are weak like the gods you pray to.
Crap. The neighborhood's still running rife. Nothing in there, really. Ooh, hammer. Chrysler. Well, it's a big thing for me, at least. Now to get back to Cloud Ruler. Wouldn't be a day in the life if I didn't die at least once.
Hi there.
Now, normally what I would end up doing is taking the door to Gerald's house and putting the set ownership code into the console so that it's not seen as trespassing. But I told myself that I wasn't going to cheat. So no console for me. Let's just get back up. Let's just get back up the mountain. Alright, let's chase down Joffrey.
What have you learned about the spies?
Don't worry, Joffrey, they've been dealt with.
This makes for grim reading. The Mythic Dawn did not take long to locate Martin again. The document speaks of 2 agents. You need to eliminate both of them. The plans you found make it clear that the Mythic Dawn will soon move against us here. You must eliminate their agents in Bruma.
Aye. And I will do it, but at the moment I just don't have the... Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm gonna close the video here. Thank you everyone for sitting through this. If you've enjoyed viewing it as much as I've enjoyed making it, put your paws to the like button, put a paw to the subscribe button if you want to be kept fresh of my videos as they come up. But in the meantime, I am Aréannah Volpes. Y'all be nice to each other, keep your ears forward, your tails up, and happy hunting.